Welcome back to askreddit Discover channel. What is the most scary / disturbing / unsettling footage available online? The audio tapes of that one cult's mass suicide by poisoned Kool-Aid. You can even hear parents forcing their crying children to drink it in the background. Edit. Wow, my first top comment is one about a mass suicide. Here's a link for y'all, listen at your own risk. Yes, this. Out of hundreds, one middle-aged black woman has the courage to look directly into Jim Jones' eyes and say these babies deserve to live. I can't remember his exact response, but it was pretty bizarre. Is that where the term, drink the Kool-Aid came from? Man, I didn't realize there was an audio tape of the Jonestown suicides. It wasn't suicide, it was mass murder. Those people weren't drinking willingly. Hands down for me is the station nightclub fire video. Especially towards the end where all the people are stuck in the door and the guy runs out completely on fire and dies. I have not watched it since, but I still can't forget it. In a way though, it was good for me because anytime I'm in a bar or club I pay a lot of attention on how I could get out if a fire happens. I don't think I had respect for fire until that video. Quite unsettling, especially when there's screaming and then a few minutes in, silence. I know a firefighter who was present at the station fire. He struggled with PTSD for years because of it. That's the first and last time I'll watch it. Those pyrotechnics were ridiculously large for a venue so small. That part you mentioned where they're stuck in the doorway, all I could think was how many are there still behind them unable to get out. I don't think I had respect for fire until that video. Same here, until I watched the Bradford City Stadium fire. The speed at which the blaze spreads is terrifying. 56 people died with a further 250 plus injuries. The most chilling thing about that video is the screaming. It's not shocked onlookers outside, it's trapped and desperate revelers inside. It eventually peters out to nothing as people die. 3 guys 1 hammer ought to get this nightmare started. The gurgling breathing is the worst part. And I'm done with this thread, Christ. 1 guy 1 jar is pretty nightmarish too. Can you describe it a little bit? I really don't want to watch it. Just seeing the title makes me want to stay as far away as possible. Was gonna say that one. It's completely vile. I've watched all sorts of fecked up shit online, but I refuse to watch anything involving torturing and killing animals. I don't remember what it was called, but there was one where a woman wearing heels steps on a kitten and kills it, slowly with the heel, as a crushing fetish video. I couldn't watch it all. Turned my stomach and made me cry. Other than that though, 3 guys 1 hammer was pretty rough. Or recently a boob bondage video where a woman gets screws drilled straight into her nipples. Made me wince and grab my boobs for dear life. I'd almost rather watch anything than animal abuse videos. I think the only thing as bad for me mentally would be children in the same circumstances. I've seen people get shot, stabbed, decapitated, and yeah, that's really fecked up and it still makes me feel bad. But anything involving animals I just can't. There was footage of these 2 teens that basically tortured and abused a pit bull until it died basically. They were recently sentenced and I watched the minute-long footage of them basically throwing the dog down the stairs, then stamping on it, and I don't think I'm ever gonna forget it. Yeah, there's a documentary called Earthlings which has lots of footage of animal cruelty. The part on the fur trade in, I think, China was the part that I found really distressing. Disturbing, a video of a woman giving birth to a stillborn baby. However, the baby's skull is too large to be pushed out, cue the doctor using forceps to crush the skull and pull it out in pieces. Also the video on YouTube of a family driving down the highway, Russia I think, and a brick falls from a lorry driving in the opposite direction and hits a woman sitting in the passenger seat. Not graphic at all as it's just a dashcam video, but the man's screams are haunting. Why were they filming that birth? I don't think I could watch that. I haven't seen the brick one either. I still can relax at all while on an interstate because of that video. Even in the passenger seat on a 7 hours car ride. God damn. I came to this thread thinking that not clicking links would be enough of a buffer, but after reading your description of that vid, I think I'll be going now. Aw, who am I kidding? I'm here for the train wreck. But fecking hell, that's disgusting. For me it's the footage of the skydiver in the wingsuit that hits a bridge at full speed. You don't see much, but the sound and the reactions of the people on the bridge. That shit still haunts me. As it turns out, it may have been his way of committing suicide. I don't remember the exact details right now, but as far as I can remember, he said and did things right before the jump that indicated he wanted to end things. I think you may be talking about Dwayne Weston, who hit the railing of the Royal Gorge Bridge in Colorado during a base jump in 2003. It was awful. I think you may be talking about Dwayne Weston, who hit the railing of the Royal Gorge Bridge in Colorado during a base jump in 2003. It was awful. Until I saw that video I had plans to try that one day. I was always aware of the risks, but that video really drives it home just how batshit crazy you have to be involved in that hobby, at least over terrain like that. Skydiving is a lot of fun, but you have to be a certain kind of person. I used to love it, but after my brother died of cancer, I can't really do anything extreme anymore that would make my mum have no sons left. Anything that's about a cave diving accident. There's another hobby I could never attempt. David Shaw. The video in the link is his helmet camera of his air, not oxygen. Typo, my bad. Thanks for /u/Croyle Senders for pointing out my mistake. Supply running out as he is trying to recover the body of a previous diver who also ran out. Ultimately, his mission was successful, both bodies came to the surface eventually.